Y'all don't like to believe nothing that I'm saying. Y'all got this man out here submitting off tax returns and stuff to Forbes to say that he's still a billionaire to try to silence the he's broke rumors, okay? So Akon's wife, real wife, has decided to file for divorce, okay? Everybody is praising Chad online for his new. She's gorgeous. Her name is Chan, okay? She looks like 50 Cent and Diddy's ex.
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Cheetah was good. Google gang. Gratitude is the attitude. Sure is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow us a session. Today we doing something slightly different. I'm scrolling through these YouTube streets. Look up. Tasha K had 3 videos on my timeline back to back. All was released 5, 6, and 7 minutes ago. One was about Jay-Z, one was about Chad Ochocinco, and one was about Akon. So instead of doing them all separately, I just react to them all at the same time. So with no further ado, let's see what she say. Jigga, Ocho, and Akon have been up to.
Chad. Okay. So, everybody is praising Chad online for his new. She's gorgeous. Her name is Chan, okay? She looks like 50 Cent and Diddy's ex. That's what she's giving, you know? Looks like she don't mind, you know, allowing you to, you know, kick babies out of her stomach and, you know, let other dudes run up in her. But here's my thing. Everybody's praising Chad. They're like, Chad he know how to pull some women. He know how to headbutt them too. They all look the same. You know what I'm saying? He all treats them the same.
She ain't gonna let him live down that infamous dinner. I remember that. When old girl say, I think he admitted it too. He had butter at the dinner table. That was fucked up. Especially because he like kind of like headbutts for a living. He knows how to headbutt.
And my thing is like, I get it. Like, you know, Chad, he gonna move on, he gonna do this, and y'all praising the new one. What is she, black, Asian, Blasian? What is it? She looks good. She looks great. But let me tell you something about how great she looks. Chad ain't finna change for this hoe. He's still gonna be and cheat. It don't matter how beautiful you are, how bad you are, how much your red bottoms cost. Chad is still gonna do Chad. He gonna have other women in your house, in your bed. Because ain't that what his last fiance said after she was parading him everywhere? Oh, Chad this, Chad that, Chad that. First of all, I already knew Chad was cheating anyway. When she was living in Tampa, he was living in Miami, and she had to travel down to see him all the time. And I was like, girl, you Chad's side bitch. Chad got a main one down there in Miami. He getting out of the house because you only going to be here for 2 days. You got to get back to, you got school-age kids. So y'all can celebrate all you want, and we'll be here to say, oh, he cheated again? Okay. But she pretty, though. She real pretty. She ain't pretty enough to keep him faithful. Now, we have to see her pull that. Now, that's how you know you a bad bitch. That's how you know you got it, girl. Yeah.
Don't be hating, Tasha. You don't know. Chad might be a changed man. Just because he cheated in the past don't mean he gonna cheat in the future. On my mama, or in the present, man. I'm saluting. I'm cheering for Chad, man. Hope that works out for you, player. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, been locked up. So Akon's wife, real wife, has decided to file for divorce, okay? She is citing differences that can't even be explained, but we can explain them, okay? They've been married since 1996. We actually pulled the original wedding photo. Jasmine, go ahead and do your, you know we're gonna find it now. Shout out to the team. This was their original photo. This looks like Malian clothing as well too, because Mali has a distinct type of embroidery and things like that. Not all African clothing is made the same. A lot of people think that. It's not, okay? Mali uses a lot of the shimmer and stuff like that and the big.
You know, she a African expert now. She's married into the culture, so she's speaking from experience, y'all. She been there for a few times, streaming from there and all that.
The big hats, you know, the big ties, okay? But this was their original. This was before he was famous and had money and all of that. This was back in 1996, and now she is decided to file for divorce, citing differences that can't even be explained or fixed. It's beyond unreconcilable differences, okay? And so he has told the line. Now, he has bragged about over the years all the wives that he's had illegally, during the time that he was married to her. She's gorgeous, by the way. Let's go ahead and let him remind you.
Yourself have 9 kids?
I got 9, 7 boys and 2 girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's always been the rumors about how many wives you have.
Yeah, but it's I'm gonna let it stay a rumor. I like this. I like the fact that people are guessing now.
Okay.
I love it.
So you can neither confirm nor deny
I'm not
that you have
confirming nor
multiple wives. I've been asking the same question, I think, for about 10 years.
Right.
I always get the same answer.
Listen, I love it. I love that everybody's guessing. Like, I know he got more, but how many? You go on the line, may see 9, you might see 7, you might see 4.
Does he owe the public an explanation on how many wives he got? Is it anybody's business? It is an issue of intimacy. If the wives not complaining about being announced, then whose business is it?
I love it, though.
You love it.
Those are not wives. Those are hoes. Okay? Those are hoes.
She's stupid.
And he's got one that he's paraded around here in the U.S. that just recently got a BBL. I said, why you got a husband that got a BBL? Who are you trying to attract in his group that has money? More money than him. And she's not a wife, but he calls her a wife. This is the only legally married wife, and that's the reason why he didn't want to answer the question. I know chicks personally that have dealt with Akon, and when I tell you there's no money, there's no city, there's back taxes, the jury is fake, he can't even pay for what do they call that whenever you have insurance on electronics in your house? So there was a girl he was messing with one time. A warranty. No, it's not a warranty. It's insurance. So you can get insurance on your appliances, but you have to pay a deductible. That's what it's called. So he was messing with this young girl one time, okay? And he was with her for about 2 years. She ain't had nothing but a bed against the wall, no headboard, no side tables or nothing. She just put drinks on the side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? She had a flat sheet as the fitted sheet. She was a bed skirt so you wouldn't see the metal.
Tasha don't realize it be late, the lights be out, you know, none of that affect that punani. So our nigga be worried about is that head in that bed. Oh, my mama.
Railings underneath the bed and stuff that she had stuffed under there. She had one TV on the wall and a refrigerator in the kitchen. Lived in a little studio. He used to come by there all the time and lay down with her. And don't forget, we got video and pictures of him laying down with Selena Powell.
Yeah, now that's low. That's just like, you know, but that's, hey, she got Snoop caught up video too. So, hey, niggas are anything.
Selena Parasite Powell. Okay? Now, the little girl said her TV broke. He's come over there all the time and told her, I'm gonna get your TV fixed, I'm gonna get your TV fixed. She said, all you gotta do is pay the deductible. The deductible was $59. $59, the insurance company would have either had her TV fixed or sent a new one. Do you know, after laying up with her for 2 years, he couldn't even give her $59? This is not the first time that I've heard this. Like when he was.
Nah, that just has to be a refusal. That is not an incapability. That was just a lack of willingness. Has to be.
Down there with Usher, and they had them scribbles and stuff like that, and he was throwing down fake money. And there was one time he threw down real money and picked it back up after the video was shot.
I remember the fake money.
The strippers called me and they said he took his money back. mouth and ain't shit to back it up. You don't see him fly in on no private jet. He ain't out here kicking licks like French Montana. French Montana just hit a lick. He marrying a billionaire. Come on, Jerry Meeks, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let me put my sugar case on, y'all. The watermelon squeeze. My damn elbows getting ashy and stuff like that. But I'm just saying. But all y'all talking about, oh, his wife finna get something. She ain't finna get nothing. That's why she filing for divorce. Because ain't nothing to get. There's nothing worth staying. And ain't nothing worse than a man laying up with several different women you don't know, and you risking your vaginal health for women like Selena Powell. And then on top of that, he ain't got no money, so they don't repossess the land because they say he done owed on that for years. But he out here buying rappers fake watches. Okay. Bragging about it because it's because he ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. And he better be careful for they hit his ass with taxes over here in the U.S. But shout out to the wife. I'm glad that her skin is good. She ain't stressed out. She ain't broke out. You know what I'm saying? She gonna remarry real easy. And for a lot of y'all, they don't allow divorce. They do. They do, especially when you go outside the Muslim covenant. You're only allowed up to 5, and you got to be able to afford them all. And if you can't afford the land, the solar city that you were going to build, sir, you definitely can't afford this wife anymore. And it's just sad to see the woman that's been with him from the beginning, and he done traded her in for a BBL smell.
Tasha fool, I know them things are so warm and soft and heavy. Whatever she probably rubbing on her ashiness probably smells so good. She probably just smell like cocoa butter. But she say Jay-Z going broke, man. This was really what drew me to want to react to this or begging for money. So I know it's a twist to it. He can't be going broke and he can't be begging for money because he need it. But I'm interested in seeing what she talking about. So with no further ado, let's see what she say Jay-Z has been up to.
Y'all don't like to believe nothing that I'm saying. Y'all got this man out here submitting off tax returns and stuff to Forbes to say that he's still a billionaire to try to silence the he's broke rumors, okay? Here lately. See, I don't know. Like, y'all are too, like, celebrity happy. Like, gee. I told y'all. The man was trying to move out of the U.S. This was before the with this haircut medium. Because somebody had said that when Sloan said that. Why? First of all, why is Sloan with a bob blonde haircut with hoops talking on black people news? Does she do white folks news? Does she read her own people? Could she see that shot from 200 miles away? No, that's what she need to be focused on. There are people who gonna get arrested. Who gonna get arrested in your community? Is she? They're shooting her kind every day. She worried about ours. To my old Jay-Z, she got that from me. His own team called me saying he was trying to find a cheap house in the UK to move his kids to. So basically, he borrowed from the house that him and Beyonce is in because he couldn't get no personal loan because of reputational risk and financial risk, which means they couldn't even make the loans they were paying because they took out PPP loans for Rock Nation just to save that. Don't play with me.
And I guess they playing with other people's money. It's not, you're not gonna go in your pocket to fund no company. I'm sure it's personal paper cool, but the company probably wasn't doing well with its own logistics.
Beyonce right now is the only breadwinner in that household. So yeah, he had to run down there and take out a home equity line of credit so that he can do his big one. What he's trying to do now is open up a casino in New York, and he's putting out all these publications, because you know you can pay for those. Those publications come to me all the time. Hey, we can get you on Time. We can get you on Forbes. We can get you this, and we can say you doing this, and it'll bring, oh my God, Tasha K is rich, Black enterprise, and people will think you're rich, even though you're not rich, and we can make it seem like that. And guess what? The whole world thinks you got money when you don't have money, so that they can use it to leverage debt. We were the first platform to ever purposely put out, before any other publication touched it or even looked at it, that Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians were lying to y'all about their wealth. Forbes had to come out and tell y'all before y'all believed it, when they were submitting them fake tax returns to help prove that they were billionaires in order to leverage debt. So that banks would see it. Well, I'm on Forbes. If they verified my tax, give me the money. So right now, he's trying to borrow from what he can, move out of the U.S., start a casino here, because Roc Nation is not making no money. Where the money at?
But like I figured, that word begging was slightly clickbait. Aggressively trying to acquire, perhaps begging, nah, not quite.
We got video footage of him and his business partner that used to run the cartel before she told on them. Now she working for him, and he got her in board meetings asking the city of New York, could they bring a casino downtown to Times Square on Broadway? And Broadway Arts Department is saying, hell no, we don't want no drunks and prostitutes around here. And
You know, Nas got his hands in a casino that came to the New York City, and they rivals, especially on a corporate level. He trying to one up Nas, perhaps.
all he could say is, well, I own Roc Nation. I'm gonna bring artists down here that don't nobody want to see, because if people saw them, they would buy their records here in the U.S. They're having to go over to the U.K. just to get their records bought, because rap is done. Rap is done. So now, because he was able to borrow $50 million from his house, because the banks wouldn't give him no more money, because when he went through COVID, he couldn't even pay the bills then, so he had to borrow that money and pay that money back. He got a $200 million house sitting off the coast of Malibu that he gonna hold for a rainy day in case some shit get thick and some lawsuits get thick.
I mean, he don't have to live forever. He got plenty of paper to take care of him and his babies until they all deceased, man. I don't know what the point of this is.
But I'm talking about liquid cash to be able to really invest. They not messing with Jay-Z like that no more. So what he's doing now, and I saw him put down all this good press, like, oh, he saved this artist from a bad contract. He saved this artist. What about what you did to Colin Kaepernick? Let's talk about that. What about what you did to Colin Kaepernick? How about you told the boy you was going to help him with the NFL. Meanwhile, NFL gave you a side deal of $5 million.
Now, that was fire how he did Cap. Unless he hit Cap on the low and Cap somewhere satisfied and upset.
To keep that boy quiet. To keep that boy, this is the one time them crackers didn't want that boy on his knees. We're way past kneeling. This man, let me tell you something. This man's the whole reason why Dame Dash in bankruptcy right now. But anyway, now he wants y'all money. So the bank wouldn't give him no money. He went and got $50 million from the house. The bank said that's all they can give him. So now, in order to come up with more capital for his casino, basically he's asking New York residents or anybody that's got at least $500 to invest in this new casino, and he may give it back. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be guaranteed to get it back, because I'm trying to figure out, like, y'all ain't on the stock market, so how am I gonna get my money back? So this means this is an upfront investment, and the lowest amount of investment, because there's a lot that I've learned here over the years, right? So it's easy for him to ask y'all for like $500 as opposed to $500,000, because in order to be able to give up to a certain amount, you got to be able to show that you have this money and you're able to lose it and be comfortable. So he doesn't want to trigger any federal investigations from asking y'all for $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. And a lot of y'all are low income. Some of y'all may be a little higher income, and y'all may want to give a little bit more, but it has to go through more paperwork in order to get that leverage to be able to prove that he's not going to just take your money and run with it. which I think he is anyway. Because I just don't think that New York is finna give a casino to Jay-Z and an ex-cartel member.
I don't know. There's Perez, Jay-Z, Nas. For the sake of the conversation, I don't see much difference in those people. And Nas might not be the owner, and I'm not sure Jay-Z is attempting to be the owner, more like partners with others.
It's just not gonna happen. It's just not finna fucking happen. He's done a lot, but I think he's just getting a little too risky right now and a little too greedy. Where's your Indian? When you got the owner of Caesar's Palace, where's your Indian? You don't know any of them? Oh, okay. I'm trying to tell me when this man is scratching at walls right now. Beyonce's doing great, though. She's doing amazing. Shout out to Beyonce. Yeah. I think her next album, they said it's going to be... So she's done Renaissance, she's done Cowboy Carter, she's done African. I think they said she's going to do rock and roll. They said she's about to do rock and roll now. Act 3 is going to be rock and roll. Okay, that should be different. I mean, Doja Cat is already on it, so she's back in the 80s doing the rock, the hard rock, the feminine rock and stuff like that. So I don't know, what are the winos saying about that Jay-Z stuff? I know they still gonna call me. And you know the price of the house that they're buying in the UK, which is very low for them. They're only spending $10 million on the house in the UK.
She a fool. She a fool, man. She gonna find a way to shoot at they shit. So I know they usually do it big, but damn, only spending $10 million.
$10 million. Imagine Beyonce, $10 million house. She'll be looking around like, ew. What is this? But they need all the cash they can get right now. What my wino saying?
The wino saying you tripping.
Nas ain't brokering no casino deal, no.
Yeah, winos would love to have
Nas
them
is
problems.
intact, okay? And I saw a very disturbing picture the other day. And I was gonna post this picture, but I was just like, nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. But Trump had a room full of tech leaders at a White House dinner. I'm just gonna talk about this real quick, okay? And let me tell you something, if Jay-Z really had that kind of money, if, he was really Forbes it like that, because like real billionaires, they don't really put themselves out in magazines because they make themselves targets, right? And real billionaires answer before Congress. Okay? And so, and he's done well for his realm, but I think he's just getting a little too risky here in the U.S. And he's gonna just need to find another country to do this in because they're not gonna let him get that type rich. But it was very disturbing that I saw a White House dinner, and Trump was at the table, and then everybody at the table was in tech in the U.S., right? And there was no black people at that table that were billionaires in tech.
Yeah, that's fucked up because tech is the future. Oh, my mama.
The two black people that were in the room were the butlers standing against the wall. But we love this country. We don't want to move. There's a reason why I cap so much for Africa, because they at the table. The presidents, the owners now of the new electric cars, they own oil, they own diamonds and stuff like that, but yet we still fighting for a seat at the table here at the White House, and they may give you an administrative position for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, but when it comes to tech and really owning tech, do you know the amount of paperwork, the amount of money you got to put up and to even sit at that table? If Jay-Z really wanted money, that's the type of money he would go after. Technology.
interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. I'm from the land of the crack pavement. When niggas holler stay dangerous and squabble up just like Javante Davis. Niggas haters, they on lame shit. We be on that game shit. He thought he got away. I chase him down LeBron James shit. Blood stain from the stainless. He need a paramedic. And we play ball. Everybody around me athletic. Still stepping. Well committed. I stand on business. Every load I jump in, that bitch tinted. Won't catch me slipping. About my money low. Run me that bag. Call my bitch and say I need you. She gon' run to me fast. That mafia swag, she can't get enough. And she know I'm by my man. She let her sit and watch me add all this money up. Riders popping out the cut like roaches when the lights on. I'm just like BG with my niggas, whether right or wrong. Dead in mafia. You entering the danger zone. Tiny Macs be cracking heads. You better have your helmet on. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. These niggas be hopping out of foreign whips and feeling like they run shit. The homie like Nick Cannon. Be a fool with them drumsticks. Serve him and they done with. Have all of them niggas hit. Something heavy in my Baymax sweater. You see the gun print. Yeah, got me bent behind tent, but I'm low key, give a fuck about the busters. The real niggas fuck with me, I move solo. Two pro clubs over polo. You won't catch me in none of you niggas photos. Y'all too friendly. Hopping out, spilling my Remy, smoking on good pressure. Always in a different low. Gotta keep these niggas guessing. Firearms in my possession. Steady counting my blessings. Believe in God and believe in this weapon. And try not to do too much stressing. Ain't seen my daughter in months. And when we FaceTime, I shed tears, I can't help it. And still connected in these streets just like Wi-Fi. Chucking up the set for death dope. We gon' rip ride. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce, Baymax. Be about your money at all costs.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. You know, I'm serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 Rock, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
Alright, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
You wasn't that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.